lost to Sigma. They lost to Tyloo 16-14. I mean, it's Tyloo. They've beaten Tyloo, though, so that's something going their way. They've beaten After, they've beaten Invictus, they've lost to Bren as well. It's kind of like a mixed bag of results when it comes to this map for the side of Beyond. And then you look at ViCi. They've beaten After, they've beaten Invictus, they've even beaten Tyloo 16-8 in the DreamHack Open Summer event. They have, of course, lost a few maps as well on this particular map, but it has been against Tyloo most of the time. So they lost a Tiger earlier on as well in the previous PAL, and Divine Vendetta, that was a shocker of a loss, 16-13, I remember, where Divine Vendetta just popped off. But apart from a few of these upsets in the past, they have looked very solid. So yeah, it just comes under map pool, like you touched upon, right? Beyond, they just don't have that deep a map pool. They like playing Nuke, they like playing Mirage. Well, unfortunately, that's two maps where ViCi and these Chinese teams usually are very comfortable on. And even Tyloo are starting to not pick Nuke, but allow it through, which is, it's not really looking good for the Thai side overall.
No, it isn't. It is starting to look very rough for them, but I do want to paint at least some sort of positive picture. This has been a map Beyond have been comfortable on in the past. This has been one they've been able to play. Maybe they can tap into their past and their history on this map and potentially pull off a win against ViCi, because in the past this team have looked kind of rough. So at least a little bit of a positive there, but for all of the reasons that we've previously discussed, we've got to favor ViCi coming into this one. Zoking, he has been relatively impressive so far in this series. I mean, he looked good on map 1, a couple of mistakes here and there, but for the most part, has been pretty solid. We'll see if he can get off to a good start coming into the pits round here on Mirage. He's playing behind triple box. It's a player already out on Tetris. That is STK out in the zone. He's done this a few times where he's went out in the zone, but it's working out here for Beyond. KingZ and STK, they're going to find the 2 opening kills.
I'm a little surprised why Zoking just went for the duel. I knew they knew there was a player that was Tetris. I like the patience for Beyond. They went for the smokes, they got into some pretty comfortable positions, and then they waited for the 2 players to come in from connector before they exploded out and catching the players off guard. Advent, nice kill from him. That's all he's going to find, leaving it all to Kaze. CZ, viable weapon, bomb just getting planted. He's got a nade as well. Unfortunately, nade's going to go the wrong direction. He's going to have to tap away. Unfortunately, Dinko, at that range, especially with the lack of Kevlar, the Glocks are going to come out on top, and Beyond are going to win a pretty comfortable, a very convincing pistol round.
Yeah, that was a really good pistol round from them. STK, I get a little bit worried because he was out in his zone for a little bit, but he had a peek from Palace. I believe it was KingZ, right, coming out from the Palace position. Was able to help him out, and because of that, obviously that position, the weakness potentially going out in the zone becomes null and void. It's okay at that point. So hopefully we get to see that coming from Beyond a little bit more, because we discussed at the end of Overpass, we definitely started to see a few weaknesses in terms of the spacing for Beyond. We've seen STK going out alone. We've seen a couple of players then coming in and dribs and drabs behind him. Beyond need to tighten it up coming into Mirage. They have no chance for mistakes, no margin for error. If they lose this, they're out of the tournament. They will not be making the playoffs. They will not be having a chance to go any further and get any more RMR points. Just imagine, right, the major wasn't cancelled. Right, imagine there was more on the line in this RMR event. Obviously, no one can make the major apart from Tyloo, but still, you still want to place the playoffs.
This is an event where it's not just about that, right? It's also about, oh my god, no.
It's beginning, Blood. The first step into the madness that might just be a full USPS win. And while Jam Young on the Mac 10, they've managed to recover. And Blur leaks like a gas leak. And well, it's going to be STK pulling one back, but it's Advent spinning from behind. And the madness begins to play out on the server. May rolls down to 46 HP. It begins again, Blood. The madness continues as they win the full eco round. 1-1. Beyond, it happens to them again. How does it keep happening?
It's just default pistols, man. Like, they look at it's just USPs and P2Ks.
I love it.
There's no investment. They didn't even have a flashbang. How do you throw this? Like,
Asian clip number 2 of the day.
It's too early in the day. You can't lose rounds like this. You can't.
I love how it's just one kill on the USP sets you off because you know exactly what's coming next. And while ZoKing is gonna find KTZ, it's gonna be Beyond trying to reply with pistols of their own. They head out and towards the bomb site. It's Advent taking a headshot. Olivia's gonna pull one back, and another kill from May Rolls. Now a 3v3 Blair. May Rolls is in a decent spot, but he's gonna go down to Alman, who gets a double. He saved the round. He saved the chaos. It's on the QQ that need to pull off a spectacular round, and that just will not be happening today. 2-1 here for ViCi Gaming. They lose the pistol round, but they answer back with pistols of their own and sweep it up in the following. So 2-1, they're into the lead. I like this position from ZoKing. That's nice.
Yeah.
You okay, Blair?
No,
Check.
no.
Checking.
I'm not okay. I am definitely not okay. Like, it's a Saturday, you know, I woke up, I'm like, all right, Asian CS, let's freaking go. I'm ready for this, right? I'm ready for some fantastic stuff. I wasn't ready for losing to 5 blocks, and then next map you lose to 5 USPs. Fine, you can be finicky and be like, oh, but they had 3 P2000s. Same thing. Same thing. That was a 0 investment round. 0 investment. They had 3 AKs. Common, fall back. Don't need to overextend. Don't want to lose to Glocks. Kaze's so good. I love Kaze. Kaze's so nice.
Oh yeah, Kaze with the 3K. It's 4K and no scope. Reacts quite quickly. And now ViCi, 3-1 up. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit scary if you're Beyond, because you give yourself a good chance, Blair. They win the pistol round. They come into the following round and lose against USPs. They beat them with Glocks, but can't beat them with SMGs and rifles. Then we come into this round, and, you know, there's a first step to potential full breakdown for Blair with a Glock kill coming in, but Kaze saving the day. And now we go into round number 5 with a buy coming in for Beyond. They've got the AK-47s, no AWP, as pointed out earlier. That's such an important part of their playstyle, with Olivia being the hero of the team. And May Rolls, he's going to go down early on to Kaze with another opening kill for ViCi. Kaze was really dominant back over past those opening duels on the CT side.
That's a little too adventurous from ZoKing.
Yeah, way too adventurous. He got a little bit overconfident there. But all that hard work that Kaze's gone and got, right? The fact that he risks his life to find that opening kill, it's all pulled back and given away thanks to ZoKing.
Oh, so 3v3. At least the 2 top frags in the previous game have been neutralized, but then Alman replies back. Advent taking a shot, missing it, but gonna switch over to an automatic rifle, something he's a little bit more comfortable with, I would assume. Still doable for STK, though, if he can somehow manage to find his way into the B bomb site, which he will. He finds Advent, but he still has to find another player, and that is the man, the myth, the legend, Jam Young. He's going to shut it down. Expensive round for ViCi, but they managed to pull it off.
Yeah, it was expensive, but again, it was a full buy round from Beyond, so you kind of wanted them to do something in it, and unfortunately, they just didn't. So, yeah, that's a bit rough. They were given every chance as well. You know, ViCi got the good start with Kaze taking the opening kill, but ZoKing being over-adventurous, overzealous, gives away his life. Kaze goes down, but you've got Alban to rely on, and that's good. I'm a big fan of how ViCi just have so many individuals right now playing well, and it's good. That's what they need. Because right now, that Torm pointed it out, ViCi for some reason aren't playing the way they usually would, right? They were relying heavily on just Kaze going in and getting an open to kill him. Well, STK, he's going to get 1 kill. Alman holding on to the B bomb site rush here. He's done well to find 2 kills. The Molotov burning in front of him, the smoke in his face. He's a big disgrace, and we'll see if he can spill blood all over the place.
Reference game on point. Ooh, nice shot there from Arrows, but yeah, good hold. They're still pissed off. I know they're really annoyed because Olivia, like the first half of Overpass, it was like, you know, everyone's like playing normally, nothing too bad. And then we saw Olivia rattle off some BM shots into the corpse of Kaze, who's probably one of the nicest guys in the Asian Counter-Strike scene. And I think ViCi took that as like an insult. A collective insult. And they're just...
It's like
mad
screw
right
you,
now.
screw you, boy. I ain't a nice guy.
Well, 5-1, Dinko. Map pick for Beyond. Great start to pistol round, then it's been pretty downhill from there.
It's been a rough showing from Beyond, I have to say. It hasn't really got going here on Mirage. The pistol round was good. Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah, Beyond are just look. You've lost 5 Glocks and you lost to 5 USPs. I'm sorry, like this shouldn't be happening. This really shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's good from Beyond, picking up this round. I mean, 3 kills, they open things up. It's a team effort across the board. QQ, Mayrolls, and STK. Zoking up in the apartment, spotted out as well. Finally a round on the board for Beyond. It was nearly clean. They nearly keep all 5 players alive. Just QQ going down there. 5-2. You know what's I don't take much pleasure in watching Beyond get banged out because they're one of the teams I enjoy watching. I like this team. I like the fact that they're still carrying the flag for Thailand in Asian Counter-Strike. It just has, you know, a lot of the players have dropped off and gone to another game. And so here at Counter-Strike, we're desperately hanging on to some of the Thai players here. And we've got Olivia, obviously the talisman for this team, the star player of the region, and for Thailand at least, and maybe even Southeast Asia, probably would say he's possibly the best player playing there right now in terms of the team being from that region.
Indeed, yeah. Yeah, like for Beyond, when it looks good, when things are going their way, and when they're playing solid Counter Strike, it's actually a pleasure to watch. They know how to approach the game. It's some good stuff. Not too many mistakes being made. The players looking very like they play clean Counter Strike. Nothing too highly tactical, but they have a pretty decent map pool as well. It's just that something has gone wrong. Like something seems to have broken their spirit. Because they were so close, Dinko. In the last RMR, they got top 4, mind you. They went higher than Tiger in placings. And we were like, okay, this RMR's event, they're going to be probably getting a top 3 placing. They're going to pull off a couple of upsets over Tyloo and ViCi. They came so close against Tyloo, so close against Invictus and Tiger. But now they're losing to teams that had no business losing against. Jam Young. Position compromise. He's still gonna spray 3 people down. KNTZ even getting taken on 15 HP. Jam Young, how has he pulled that off? Now the flank is on though, but Zoking, well, the hunter becomes the hunted. 4v2, bomb down. KNTZ in 15 points of health, and QQ all to do behind the bench. He's trying to spot something out. ViCi being very methodical, very patient in this approach because they know they have a flank coming in. Almond announcing his presence. QQ finds one, finds another. That's great stuff from QQ, but it's all alone now in a 1v2. He knows where Almond's coming in from, and Almond's gonna shred his head. And ViCi, well, they win the round. It got a little scary. QQ showing some moments of some brilliance there, but in the end, it was not to be. ViCi's gonna win the round, and what a spray down from Jam Young. Yes, they lined up, but incredible control.
We've seen this this hold from Jam Young. I haven't seen a Jam Young spray down there in a while, so it was good to see him get a multi-kill in that. And Almond doing the rest of the work, cleaning up as he comes out of the apartments. And Almond's been pretty impressive, actually. Not just here in Mirage, obviously, that's quite evident. And playing well over on Overpass as well. I had a few good moments. 6-2 for ViCi. Kaze, he's very confident. I'm liking this approach from Kaze. It's night and day between how he used to play this map and how he plays it now, right? He used to be so useless, just kind of sitting CT ticket box waiting for hits to come in. I much prefer how they're playing him right now.
Well, yeah, that's something which I'm very happy ViCi's been able to switch up, right? Like you have probably the second best, and at times even the best player in Asia right now. Probably the most reliable AWP player in the entire region, and you just keep him in one spot all the time. That's not ideal, especially in such a on a map like Mirage where you can try and get these duels and open up stuff. And the timing on that peak from Almond, but SDK was more than ready. At least he spots a couple of players out. He knows there's an AWP looking in the direction of Kazi, and Kazi's going to relocate himself. Going to be heading towards Murder Hole, which is dangerous because Meryl's going to be making his way there. And I think where Kazi is, shot missed and he's down. Instead, he's going to just... This is very strange from ViCi. They've completely spread apart. Now the two players towards A. The positioning from Zoking is impressive. Now they know where Advent is, and Advent's going to actually play around the smoke, catches SDK on the lurk, and Advent's really showing up. Jamming's going to find Meryl as well, and Beyond had complete control, Dinko, but it's fallen apart. 13 seconds, they got to get the bomb down. QQ's going to drop into the site, and I think he'll have time to get the bomb down. It's Olivia. It's down to him again, Dinko. He's got a magic stick in his hands. And with QQ getting taken down, he's all on Olivia once more. 1v3, finds one. 2 more to go. Bomb taking away. They still have time to work with. Another fast scope comes in. Advin's gonna get taken down. It's Kaze versus Olivia once again. And Olivia, can he pull this off? No, he can't. Kaze clutches it out. The role to reverse from what we saw in Overpass. And this time around, Dinko, ViCi come out on top. Valiant attempt from Olivia there.
The fact that we're sitting here on the edge of our seats thinking he's about to win that round is incredible. Olivia is an unbelievable player. He may not win this clutch, but the fact that he is bringing it that close, the fact that he has to do it in the first place is ridiculous. He's asked to do this so often. He is the only player probably worthwhile talking about right now and beyond. He's just so good. How many rounds have we seen come this close where he's just able to take down the best players in the region? He just can't get past Kaze, just an extra player on top. Kaze had all the information of where he was. He could approach that definitely a little bit stronger than Olivia with more potence, and well, Kaze pulls it off. He had the advantages in his way, but Olivia was cutting through them. You know, we've had a lot of anime references, and I don't really watch anime at all, but I did watch one when I was younger, like Attack on Titan, and then there was...
I like how you say when you were younger. Attack on Titan's pretty recent.
Yeah, I was really young when I watched it, like 10.
I think the final season's coming out, like, in a couple of months.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, I liked the first season when I watched it, but Olivia kind of reminds me...
There are a lot of people getting eaten alive, Dinko, and you were 10 when you were watching that. What the hell was going on?
10 or 11, I think, yeah. But when you take a look at I think it's the Captain Levi or something, the guy just like cuts through everybody.
Yeah.
That's what
Levi.
That's what Olivia reminds me of right now. Just like literally was cutting through everybody. And what Zoking and Kaze getting a couple of kills. Is QQ left alone into your 1v5. He's gonna try his best here, but he's gonna get down. Almond with the headshot. That's why I'm so messed up, Blair.
Yeah, it explains a lot of things. You're like, I was watching Attack on Titan when he was 10. I'm like, bro, okay, all right.
No, okay, I was 12. That's fine. that was a long time ago, I thought. But I was 12. That makes more sense.
Still pretty young for that.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you believe the media, you'd be well, basically cannibalizing other human beings, considering you were watching such vile.
I'm so influenced by.
Yeah, such vile stuff at such a young age, Dinko. My oh my.
You know what, Blair? When I was 12 years old, I think I realized there weren't giant people living in walls. And while it's gonna be Zoking in sandwich, oh my god, how did he not get that kill? SDK just jumps right past him. Advent blinded, still takes the kills. SDK hits the ground as a 4v4. Molotov forcing Advent back into spawn. He'll throw the flashbang up into the air. It's Jamyoung with the headshot, and they're running to the bomb site. They will get that bomb planted as Olivia finds another headshot. It's pulled into a 3v3. Probably favors the Beyond side right now, especially with that kill from Mayrolls. This has to be perfect from Advent, and that's exactly what it is. 3 kills, 2 quickly picked up in towards the bomb site, and it's on Mayrolls, a player that's been underperforming for the past couple of days, and he might just win this. Nearly gets the spray down, now 1 versus 1, and he pulls it off. Mayrolls, a big clutch, and a 3rd round on the board for Beyond.
That's a huge round from Meryl's, and yeah, like you said, he had a very quiet game earlier, comparatively very quiet tournament as well. And despite the heroics from Advent, ViCi not able to clutch it out, but Beyond get her 3 rounds. these rounds have been so far and few in between. Like it's few and far in between rather, and it's just been so scrappy, requiring plays like this from Meryl's, Olivia attempting to pull off 1v3s and 1v4s. Now, I know they're facing against ViCi, that's the caveat, but this is a team, Dingo, who we said we're on the precipice of kind of joining that hallowed trinity of, you know, the top Asian teams, like a Taidu, like a ViCi, like a previous Invictus. I don't think the current Invictus is anywhere close to being the team they were earlier, but looks like it's they have kind of looked rough. Advent is looking fantastic though. 2 kills. Meryl's and QQ falls.
6.
Advent is. What's he on? What did he have for breakfast?
Jamyoung is actually on his PC right now. They've accidentally sat down at the wrong ones.
Different Steam accounts, right? Has to be.
Oh, well, Advent, what a god. He's calling. He's fragging. He's doing everything here for ViCi. Maybe that's why they look kind of out of it. Maybe it's a very simplistic approach coming in from ViCi, and maybe that's because Advent's frag. He's like, come on, I'm taking a day off today. I'm playing well.
And it's also like for beyond the alright guys, we have the plan. We have everything planned out. We know exactly what they're gonna do. And then the players, they're like, but Captain, what? Advent's killing all of us. Like, oh, I didn't plan for that. I don't know what to do. There is no contingency for Advent slaughtering all of us. Oh.
Didn't think it was a possibility. Well, KTZ comes out of Palace. It's Kaze taking him away. It's 9-3. Now, I get a little bit worried when I see the scoreline. I do feel like this has been much more convincing, though. If you think back to Overpass, where there was the 9-3 scoreline, and then Beyond pulled it back to 9-6, there was definitely signs throughout that first half that wasn't a very convincing 9-3. There was a lot of back and forth. A lot of the rounds were picked up because Beyond just didn't have the economy. Beyond have had rifles for quite a few of these rounds now, and they just haven't been able to do anything with them. And so we sit 9-3, and there's not going to be a buy coming in here for Beyond. And if they do, it's going to be weak. So we should be looking at 10-3 up. ViCi Gaming, double figures reached on the defensive side of Mirage. We'll head on to the second half, and a minimum of 10-5. And I honestly think that's enough for ViCi to take it over the line. I'm confident enough on their T side.
Yeah, the C side, which has been a problem for ViCi, right? The T side has been pretty commendable, pretty solid stuff. Well, aggression from ViCi. Zoking pushing up top of mid. MP9 in hand, doesn't spot anyone out, and he's gonna keep holding W. Now it's a flying towards A. Ooh, Kaze, a second too early. But then Molotov could ruin the day. They're gonna be having 3 players coming out from a waterfall from Palace, 2 players from Connector, 1 going to be boosted up. There is a window. There is a window for Beyond. It is possible. Kaze though, ooh, not before STK gets a kill, and now they're going to come barreling out from Palace. The thing is, there is a flank ready. It's all about the timing, Dingo. It's all about the timing. We're waiting for the smoke to dissipate. As Olivia finds Almond, Kaze needs his kill. He needs his kill immediately. And Olivia, what can he do? Up close. He's going to win the duel, but Jamyoung with a quick trade. And Zoking, the flank timing is absolute perfection. It's still a 2v2 though. Still very winnable for Beyond. And that's a perfect flashbang. It's all on Jamyoung. Dinko, and they've won it! They've actually have a round with the half buy go their way, and ViCi Gaming, too many holes in the defense, and Beyond take advantage of it.
Finally, Beyond are gonna win a round, and it wasn't a round they should have won, but it's a round nonetheless. And now they're 2 away from pulling it back to the 9-6 half we've seen on Overpass. And look at ViCi's money in the bin, but they're gonna buy. It's a very last minute call there, Blood. You can see last second they all invest as they leave spawn. So this isn't a decision that was thought about. This is just buy. just go for it. Go for it. And now a quick play up into the B bomb site. Olivia, he's up on short. He's in B already. This guy's on crazy fast speeds, and while it's gonna be Olivia with a double kill, Almond and Zoking both going down, and well, that's the round done basically. Blah. That is
no,
Olivia.
Advent's alive.
Olivia,
Advent's
why?
alive.
Why have you just gone and done that? You had the B bomb site, but yeah,
they're not expecting the second player in apartments.
Yeah, they're not, and they also give it away their lives in towards market. Oh,
well, maybe they are.
He needs to get that done. He does. He takes rid of Jamyoung. I think maybe Olivia heard the footsteps of multiple players running up there, so he's probably aware. He's like, Okay, just be careful of that position. But a good round for Mayros. 3 kills securing the round there for Beyond. Starting to look a little bit scary towards the last few seconds there, but not
10-5. 10-5, you said, Dinko.
Well, we said that about Overpass, didn't we? As soon as we said it, it changed as well. It's just, we did it again with the superpower.
So it's a curse. It's a curse, Dinko. We don't know what to do with it. But Beyond, well, it's very similar to what we witnessed in Overpass. ViCi looking dominant, and then Beyond with a very late resurgence in the latter rounds of the first half. And for ViCi, that force buy might just come and bite them in the butt. They have Deagles, they have an MP9, and a Scout. Now, ViCi have won a round with 5 Glocks and a flashbang, and with 5 USPs. So, what can you do with 3 Deagles, an MP9, and a Scout, Dinko? It might even be overkill.
Probably, yeah, exactly. Let's see what they can do. This could be a round that Beyond end up having in their nightmares a little later on today, alongside the Glock round and the USP round. That Bly will also have this nightmares forever.
I'm living the nightmare right now. Like, this is a waking nightmare.
Jamyoung's been pretty quiet over here, hasn't he, on this B-bomb side? 9-9. Gonna be looking to step up in this one, though. Eagle, first kill. Goes back for a second. Nice from Jamyoung. That gives his team a chance to win this. 4v3, although QQ's position should be good enough for 1 here at least. And he's picked up Kaze. That should be at least control established yet again for Beyond into this round. ViCi are going to try and approach this with conviction. It's Mayrols playing towards short, but it's QQ and Olivia dispelling this attack. In 9-6, they pull it back. Not bad from Beyond, considering it was 9-3 again. But they make it work. 9-6 back-to-back halves. ViCi favored. Still going into the second with the 3-round lead. If they win the pistol round, that's when I start to worry about Beyond. But Beyond can still pull this off. They've won a lot of pistol rounds.
6 rounds on the T side is not shabby at all.
That's not bad,
it's not
especially
shabby at all,
because they were in a 9-3 situation.
And it comes down to that one round where I like the aggression from Zoking, but the fact, I don't know, it's just the positioning was a little bit off. I feel like they should have been more wary of someone getting boosted towards the window. I don't know why so many teams just give up window. If you're going to give up window, that means you need to switch up your entire CD side positioning, taking that into account. Nice little flick of the wrist from Olivia, catching out Almond, but that's going to force ViCi to go for a faster play. They do have a smoke still in hand, Kaze. Olivia, he's just feeling it. Nice flashbang. Olivia's sticking around the smoke. He hears the footsteps, though. Bomb's going to be planted. Is he going to go for the play is the question. Yes, he is. He's just walking out through the smoke. Olivia, he just had it, Dingo. He just has had it. As Advent comes running out like a lunatic, and that's a clean pistol round from Beyond. Just losing, what, 14, 16 points of health? That's it? That is as clean as it can get. And Olivia, he's starting to wake up again. I feel like he's just been kind of, I don't know, like, you know,
he hasn't had the opponent's hands enough. Yeah, that's the problem. You take a look at how often he's had the opponent's hands in comparison to the impact he's been able to deliver. The round that he had the op, he nearly wins it. And it's just unfortunate that the economy has never really been there for Beyond. And this is a point Hawker brought up in the post-game. The fact that Beyond probably could have had a better half if they got the op out a little bit more. But then again, you've got to get that money under control, and Beyond just couldn't do it at the start. And of course, losing to Glocks and USPs doesn't exactly help that. It feels like this is the exact same game playing out, Blair. I don't know if you have noticed that, but it literally is the exact same match that was played out on Overpass.
It is. So it's going to be like 9-all tied up, then Beyond's going to go in the lead, then ViCi's going to wake up, and it's going to be 16-13 to ViCi. That's literally what happened in Overpass.
Except ViCi started on T side, right, in Overpass, and
true,
and ended up. But I feel like it's going to be a little bit more difficult for them to wake up here.
Hey, let's play a game of who won the pistol round based on the buys. Galil's and a Scout for the T side, and an MP9 and 4 rifles for the CT side.
Current economy system, fantastic. And while Jamyoung getting the opening kill, STK is the first victim, but they double push the Palace, and that results in a trade kill. 4v4 established on the server. Zoking He's a very impressive play on the entry frags, and that's exactly why Olivia topples off the top of the short boost, and May rolls. He wants this kill. He's not going to get it.
Why wouldn't you be aware of his position?
No idea
They've
why
lost
he's not
the
ready
round.
that. Yeah, the
round's
round's
lost.
done. Like, those 2 entries from Zoking are enough to just seal the deal.
Why would you not be expecting Zoking to have crossed him across? You didn't hear any footsteps, but you can't be that assumptuous, like, just presume that there's no one there. Yeah, well, I mean, they won a beautiful pistol round, and this one's done. Unless KNTZ pulled off something a little crazy here? No. They don't know how low Zoking is. Just gonna play this one safe, just take away a few weapons. That's about it. KNTZ gonna be heading towards A bomb site, but yeah. Round's done. ViCi, they win their force buy. Kind of crazy we call it force buy when it's almost, if not better than a CT buy after losing the pistol round. God, I hate the current economy. It's just garbage, I'll just say it. I'm not saying the previous one was much better, but I still feel...
the previous one was better than this one.
Not by much, I agree, but this is just worse.
But this is worse. I feel like the problem with the previous economy was that this change tried to fix was as soon as you've seen a team go on a bit of a streak and then win a round, immediately if they followed up with the loss, they would just go on to lose the next 3, right? And that was always the problem. You kind of knew, oh, well, as a caster, the games felt like they just ended quicker. Like, it just felt like, okay, you've got the situation where one team's coming into it, they finally won a round, but their buy's not exactly fantastic, so they're going to lose this one, and then they're not going to have money again for the next 3. And that, of course, was a problem. Like, you don't want to see that play out, so they tried to balance it out a little bit so you get more weapons across the board. But it's not exactly in a great place. Now it's just kind of too far the other way.
I have to agree with you. For me, like when it comes from a storytelling perspective, from a casting perspective, when you talk about Counter-Strike, look, this game's been around for a very, very long time, and one of the most important aspects of Counter-Strike has been the economy system. It's a reason why it's so famous. I'll get back to it later on because SDK is just wrecking heads. Deagle in hand. Almond might not be expecting the quick flank coming in from Olivia. And Mayroll still hugging the wall. They're just falling apart. Dinka Almond's going to be left alone in a 1v4. And he's got to do something truly miraculous. He's just legging it towards A, but there's another player lying in wait. QQ, that's a free frag. And SDK out of nowhere. The Deagle shots from hell. And that's going to be beyond, well, winning their own personal force buy. Okay, all right. We got a game in our hands. One dig, 2 dig. That was a 3 dig, but that's fine. Headshots galore. You okay? You alright, Dinka? Like, I know it's pretty early in the day.
We talk about ViCi being a team that don't lose these kind of rounds. Why do we talk, Blair? Everything we say seems to just ruin it.
Well, we do get paid for it, so I guess I know I am talking.
But it's in like every time we say something about a team, they do the opposite. It's so annoying.
Force buy after like, force buy.
You go, okay, ViCi, they're not going to lose to this low tip. What are you doing, ViCi? Like, what is this? But again, of course, I did call the 2-0 from Checkmate yesterday. Definitely. Well, 10-8 on the board. Round number 19 coming up here. Beyond have got a game on their hands. They know this is a must-win for them. They're going to try and come back, claw their way back into this against the second best team in the region. Probably, I'm gonna say ViCi. Based on the fact that we haven't really had a consistent second in pals, they probably are still, even though they haven't made a final. Well, Zoking is going to catch out KNTZ. It's going to be a quicker play here from ViCi, but they're kind of stuck on Tetris. But look at the flank flare. It's back-to-back. The chance for Beyond, it is gone. It is squandered. And another force by wing coming in, this time for ViCi Gaming. And Beyond, they have floundered their chances.
I'm in so much pain.
I just love... Like, this is the region Blair has been championing. There we go. For a long ass time, right? He's like, Asian teams, let's just back them. Let's back them, and every single time we'll talk about this team, we'll see how they can do. You want them to succeed, and then they do this. This is what they repay you with, Blair.
It's
After years of loyalty.
What are these force spies? I mean,
devotion.
how do you lose so many anti-ecos, anti-force spies? Look at this. I mean,
it's entertaining. Listening to you lose your mind is the most entertaining.
Look, some
part
people say taking like crystal meth's entertaining as well, but guess what? It's bad for you. You die, Dinko. You die from crystal meth. Never do crystal meth, no matter what people say. And here they come, charging out through the smoke. At least have a flash to work with. STK position known because of that smoke, and Jam Young's gonna find him. It looks like. What is this I see? A force buy that's not gonna go the way of the team forcing. Color me surprised, and look at ViCi, they're falling back as well.
That's as far as we know now, Blair. Who knows what these three players might be able to do, but look at Alman. They're falling back because Alman's in a good position behind them, and that bomb is going to be going to be... This is such a good play from ViCi. Thank you, ViCi, for actually doing something good. And now Mayrolls is going to turn around and take down Alman, who did have the Mach 10. Probably would have won that aim duel if he had had a slightly better weapon. But it's going to be 12-8 on the board. Olivia, missed opportunity, caught sleeping there. Soaking. He's going to take the fight, but he's going to lose it. And that does provide an AK-47 to Olivia that he will happily take into the next round and carry that on over.
Yeah, just don't hunt. Your money's garbage. Don't hunt. It's fine. They have the AUG, they have the AK. The rest of them will have to go for an... I say have to go for an ego. I think they're just going to force it up. I think they're going to force anyway. Because I believe it's going to be a double eco, so force buy would... Another force buy would kind of make sense, I guess. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. $12-8. Decisions to be made. Now they're gonna get they're gonna have about $2,400 into the next round, Dinko. So that should suffice for the rifle. So yeah. Sana heads will prevail. They're not gonna force up again. Praise the Lord. But this AK and this AUG, especially with Olivia alive, it could very well be dangerous. But unfortunately for them, the hit's gonna be coming in towards Olivia. He's gonna have the gap for the smoke to work with. There's a player towards Tollwood, just a USP. No one checking him. Olivia not able to spot anyone. The hero play has to come out. And honestly, I wouldn't blame him to go for a hero play here because they're gonna have money for the buy anyway. And Olivia's ready and waiting. Oh, he's too blinded though. The flashbang was perfect. KNTZ at least with the boost finds one, but Advent strikes as both the rifles taken out, and this should be an easy mop-up for the side of ViCi. There we go. Just QQ remains. And Advent, considering what a beast has been so far this series, should have no trouble finding him. Never mind. QQ is beastlier. Is that even a word, beastlier?
No, definitely not. But I suppose actually, let me have a look, Blair. It could be. Never know. I just don't think it sounds like a real word. Beastlier. Beast here, beastlier. Beastly. No, the only word that exists here apparently is beastly. Comparative adjective, beastlier. I suppose that
it's there. Wow.
Comparative adjective, beastlier.
Englando's hard, man.
Beastlier definition and meaning. Beastlier. It is a word. It is comparative adjective.
Look at that. Not even English. Haha.
That's pretty cool.
Or beastlier.
I don't. Yeah.
It kind of makes sense because when you're using a comparative word like beastlier, right? But at the same time, it sounds so wrong. It's like, can that really be a word? Anyway, ladies and gents, beyond, at least something's going their way. Advent, a little bit of a whip spray, but he's got to find one. Almost gets a second kill, but the spacing is perfection. French kiss. As the trades are thick and fast and furious. 2v2 now. Kaze down to 12 points of health. Zoking on 100. The side of Beyond, Olivia and Meryl's alive. Meryl's has been looking solid so far, and Olivia, of course, the best player from his country. Bomb needs to be planted. The thing is, for ViCi, they have a lot of time to work with, think up. It's going to be Zoking leading the way. Let's push up towards Connector. Bomb's gonna be planted. Meryl's trying to sneak up. They haven't shown their hands yet. Meryl's actually gonna get the wall bang. Now Zokin's got to go for the play, and Olivia's waiting in the smoke. Olivia's so aware, Dinko. He is so smart. And yet he loses a duel. And now Zoking, it's a 1v1. He's trapped behind towards connector. Can he drop one down to the stairs? That's the question. Meryl taps the bomb, and Zoking's gonna make the escape. Meryl, he's got the smoke to work with. Zoking rounds up bullets, goes for the reload. He spots at Meryl. He's won this. He's won this. He's 100% won this.
He's not on it.
Meryl comes out wide. He peeks out. Does he have time? I think he's got the time.
It's going to come down to the final second. He doesn't. No, that was at 11 on the clock, but I think it just changed to 10. And when it hits that number, the time just takes so damn quick. And yeah, that's just unfortunate. Great job done by Zoking to win the round there. Really good stuff. Patient plays in the connector and a good 2v2 to go ViCi's way. The Honus was really on there for Zoking. He definitely needed to step up. Kaze was too low to really get involved a whole lot, but when you take a look there for Beyond, that was a must win, I feel. Now they've lost that, but kind of feels like their chances of making the playoffs and going any further here in PAL are probably done and out of here, to be honest. It's a sad reality.
Yeah, and just to for those who are wondering, you're like, oh no, they're still tied with points with a lot of teams. The problem is Bren and Sigma are tied with them, and they're playing next. So whoever wins, Bren or Sigma, they're going to knock down Beyond to the bottom 4. They're not going to make it to the playoffs. I never thought I'd say that. In a tournament where, yeah, sure, there's Invictus, there's Tiger, there's ViCi, and Tyloo for the top 4 teams right now. But even like Beyond a guaranteed shoo-in for the 5th place, right, guys? 6th, maybe? Guys? No. It's not the case. It has been an event to forget for Beyond. and they've been so good, Dinko, but imagine just crumbling in the most important event of the year. It's heartbreaking. At the same time, it's kind of like, hey, you know what? You dug your own grave.
The luxury is there's probably gonna be more. That's the thing, right? Because we don't know how many of these. Nothing's been announced yet or anything, but RMR events will continue, so at least I have more chances. It's going to be Jam Young with a double kill, SDK and QQ finding kills between them, and well, that is going to be a 14-9 scoreline. ViCi Gaming, they're going to be 2 rounds away from victory, and as Beyond stand here, just scrapping together round after round. We'll see if they can get anything else done. Just got to look at it round by round, right? Just forget about the scoreboard. Just approach this game with the round by round mentality. Do everything you can to possibly win the round that you're playing in, and you'll see that scoreline just gradually tick on up. And we'll see if Beyond can do that. We'll see if they can dig deep, realize that their tournament life is on the line. They lose here 2-0 to ViCi, they will be out of this tournament. ViCi Gaming, I'm pretty sure they make themselves comfortable, puts themselves through if they win this. That'll be their 5 wins that we've kind of agreed is the general consensus for getting through. So, and then it's got Huatsai. So yeah, they beat Beyond, they're through basically. Confirmed. And
hey, are you saying Huatsai can't win 2 games? They beat Invictus. Come on.
Yeah, but Invictus, I don't know. I don't like making huge sweeping statements anymore, Blood. But I will say, Tiger making the final, and ViCi will beat Huatsai. There we go. Tom may say it's not very risky. I don't care.
You need help.
I don't care. Well, King to see, he's just gonna go down. Zoking with the kill. Jam Young swinging from Palace. Olivia's gonna get 1 kill in towards Connector as Kaze going down. Mayrolls and Olivia, they are last alive in a 4 versus 2. And it looks like ViCi are gonna be taking map series points here as well. And that's a scary sign for Beyond. This is the end of the road. It's not a very nice finish off here for Beyond. It's not a nice end to the story in PAL 4. It's never been a really nice story at all for Beyond. It's been a horrible story. Started watching this show with my girlfriend called Ratchet on Netflix.
Okay.
And it's like about, I don't know what it's set. Nurse Ratchet is like some old show. I've never actually like watched or heard anything about it, but
Nurse Ratchet is from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
yeah, the evil nurse. Yeah,
it's a show all about her, and it's kind of interesting. Yeah, okay. And it's really cool. It's actually really good. I would recommend watching it. But it's just so weird. It's so good, and I feel like I'm gonna have to admit myself to the mental hospital after this.
Get a lobotomy done. I mean, you don't need a lobotomy done, Dinka. We've already been lobotomized in some of these rounds. But here's the thing. ViCi, good resurgence, right? They've kind of forgotten what happened yesterday. That loss against Checkmate, they've looked very good. This Mirages look very solid. Albeit helped out by a couple of ludicrous round losses for Beyond, 2 Glocks and USPs at default pistols, which should never be happening. But for Beyond, this is just a fall from grace. A team who we all were like, they're getting there. They're reaching a point where they're going to be top 3 teams, and they've lost so many series, which they really shouldn't have. Hero play from Olivia Dinko. Do or die time. No one's checking behind. He could line them up, but no, he's going to be sneaking on up, running, making a bit of noise. Can he catch Kaze? Yes, he will. But now the jig is up. It's a 4v3. They're on the bomb side, but there are a lot of players there. Jamming's going to find KNDZ. STK drops the bomb. It's a 2v2. Jamyang and Zokeng, and Jamyang left alone in a 1v2. Make that a 1v1, but Olivia, the hero of the hour, he delivers. He staves off defeat, if only for 1 round more.
They're not done yet. They continue to fight forward here beyond. It's Olivia. He has been the hero. He wants a few more flashy moments to display. More clips for the hashtag Save Olivia Foundation, and that's definitely something that needs to get going because this guy is incredible right now. Beyond aren't performing like a team worthy of his services, shall we say? And I think that's a little bit unfortunate. It's a huge statement to make, but it's just true, right? It's just the rest of the team aren't really doing enough, and I feel like Olivia deserves a little bit more. It's early in the morning, Blair. I'm dying. And while Alman and Kaz, they get 2 kills between them. KNTZ's going to try his best, but this is done. ViCi have locked themselves in. It's going to be a playoff placement for ViCi, and it's going to be a goodbye to Beyond.
Well, this is as far as Beyond will come. This was the final game for them in the group stage, and they needed to win to qualify, and unfortunately, Dinko, it's time to probably hit the bat and probably hit the bed after this, because this is done. ViCi will take the win convincingly in the end. 2-0, 16... was it a 16-10 or a 16-11? Whatever it was.